everybody. So the other day I was watching a video by a YouTuber called Luca. I will leave the link to his video in the description. And basically in that video he was talking about how he went back to Call of Duty and how it felt in comparison to Titanfall. So I was like, I wonder how I would feel about Call of Duty since playing Titanfall, because I haven't actually played COD since Titanfall came out. So I wondered, am I gonna find the same things? How's it gonna feel? Because for me, COD has always been the fast-paced, super action-packed, fun FPS for me. That has been my go-to fun FPS. And now Titanfall has kind of taken that place from Call of Duty. I wanted to see what it felt like going back to COD. So this is what this video is going to be about. I'm just going to explain it the best way that I possibly can. I'm not going to be fangirly. I'm not going to be super biased. I'm just going to tell you guys how it felt playing Call of Duty after playing Titanfall. So the very first thing that I had to do when I got into Ghost is I had to adjust my look sensitivity by quite a lot. I think I was playing on like a 6 and I had to put it up to a 9 in order to actually feel like I could move my character comfortably. So I was like, that's weird, because I felt like my look sensitivity was pretty high, but I guess it wasn't in comparison to what it is in Titanfall. So I did that, and there are a few things that are very noticeable straight off the bat. The first thing that is very noticeable is that the spawn system is not good, and we always knew that, right? We always know that the past Call of Duty games, the spawns have been not that great, and it's really noticeable coming from Titanfall, where I've maybe had one situation where the spawn was a little questionable out of all the time that I've played, and I've played a lot, okay? I've played this game a lot, so that was very obvious to me straight away. I was like, what? This wouldn't happen in Titanfall. And the last thing that was extremely obvious to me when first stepping into Ghost, which I kind of expected, was that the action did not feel as exciting. It wasn't as action-packed. It wasn't as frequent that you had those moments where it was like, oh no! Whereas in Titanfall, that happens for me on a very frequent basis. This gameplay is actually a perfect example of it, because there's a situation, I think it's around the 3-minute mark, so it's coming up pretty soon, where I'm at B and people just keep rushing me over and over and over again. I get a double kick and I end up taking out like 4 or 5 dudes on B, and I'm just like, oh my god, I outplayed all of you, I'm the best. And the reason why I play FPS games is for those moments. Like, I have League of Legends that gives me my strategic awesome fix. I have Smite that gives me the same kind of thing. But the reason why I play FPS games is for that adrenaline, that excitement, that feeling of, wow, I ran in that room and wrecked all of you. What's up, son? That's why I play FPS games, and I can't say that Call of Duty overall doesn't have that, but I don't think Ghost has it on nearly as frequent of a basis as Titanfall does. With Titanfall, it's at least every other game, if not every game, that I have a moment that is like, wow, I just did that. That just happened. So going from Titanfall to Call of Duty, it just felt really slow. And like I said, this is a Ghost specific thing, because obviously the maps are a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger, and it was a lot less action-packed than just Call of Duty in general, let alone comparing it to Titanfall. So it just felt really weird, and I was just playing COD and I was like, it feels a lot more restricting, because obviously in Titanfall you can run around everywhere, you can jump on everything, you can go in so many different directions to get to places. There's just more action, and I was just like, man, bleh. Titanfall is definitely not perfect by any means, but I think that for their first game in the series that they're doing, I think it's amazing. I think it's an amazing start. And going back to COD was it was just really slow, and I definitely will play Call of Duty again. I definitely will. I want to play the new maps. I want to see what Infinity Ward is bringing to Ghost throughout this cycle of this game. But in terms of my favorite FPS game, going back to COD really showed me that Titanfall has securely taken that spot. Because in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion, I don't want you guys to get mad. If you love Call of Duty, that's freaking awesome. If you find a game that you love, that's beautiful and amazing. But in my opinion, Titanfall does what Call of Duty does, but does it better. It does the action-packed gameplay, the arcade-style gameplay better, in my opinion. So Let me know what you guys think. If you've played Titanfall and you've gone back to COD, what did you find when playing your first few games? How did you feel when it came to comparing the two? Okay guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye.